Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Marianas Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. The Marianas Visitors Authority remains hopeful despite the numbers. Also tonight, a response to charges of misconduct in public office, today in Superior Court. And the flags are still flying for heroes of 9/11 tonight in Garapan. In sports, the sport of travel in French Polynesia. Bonjour, mon ami. Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Your search for unbeatable internet speeds is over. Visit Docomo Pacific today and sign up for as low as $60 a month so you can experience our fast, reliable internet speeds for yourself. Docomo Pacific, better together.
It's happened. The gold mine of McDonald's chicken has been struck. Added to your snack wrap and McCrispy and made for dipping. It's special edition gold sauce.
Half a day, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth. You are watching the Channel 2 News on September the 15th from our studios high up on Capitol Hill. In the face of a rapidly declining visitor revenue, the Marianas Visitors Authority remains positive about the island's tourism future. In the MVA boardroom this morning, the Board of Directors meet to discuss budgetary shortfalls and strategies to navigate losses. Shortfalls are due to drastically reduced flights into the CNMI. MVA Managing Director Jamaica Tyaron.
Visitors for September, for FY 2025, we anticipate 165,000 arrivals, and that's compared to 237,000 the previous year, which is a decrease of 30%.
The continuing decline in air flights is directly related to both the merger of Korean and Asiana Airlines, which relegate fixed amounts of seats to Guam, and, as well, delays in the EVS TAP approvals.
It's crazy how bad it's getting.
Yeah, and that's the management's main goal is diversification and building demand, natural demand that's not dependent on incentives and subsidies. Although we do have to, be competitive with what other destinations are doing, but if we have a strong product and we promote it and we get the right visitors who are looking for the product we have, we wouldn't always be in this situation and we would have diversity. So that's the ultimate goal, and it's not going to be a quick fix.
According to MVA Chair Warren Villagomez, the news is not all bad.
So September 21st is a target date, and we're gaining traction on that Hong Kong charter, and we look forward on welcoming the visitors that are coming from that Hong Kong or China, Taiwan, China, Hong Kong countries.
Is EVS TAP solved?
EVS TAP has been in place. It was the process that we were dealing with, or applicants that are submitting in for to avail that service, EVS TAP. But recently we've been having good traction with EVS TAP in regards to all the review and vetting. So we look forward on working closely with the federal government as well on those positive outcome on their review.
Customers have been vetted and are committed to the new Hong Kong charter.
We're working closely with Guam as well as the Korea government, the Korea Consul General to help CNMI, assist CNMI on marketing the Korean tourists to CNMI, considering the shortfalls and other market challenges other markets that are challenging to us.
Beach destinations such as Malaysia and Vietnam offer similar tropical amenities at lower costs for Asian travelers, which affects visitor projections for 2026.
Our overall projection, basically based on historical data, it's looking worse than 2025. We're very adamant and positive, moving forward, considering some of the realignment of our management team, global marketing efforts, as well as our upping our social media blasts and activities, and promoting CNMI as a whole.
Lieutenant Governor Dennis Mendiola arrives in Superior Court to answer charges of misconduct in public office. Mr. Mendiola, along with co-defendants Justin Mizutani and Joey Dela Cruz, accompanied by attorneys, friends, and family, arrive in Judge Roberto Naraja's courtroom this morning. New Assistant Attorney General Olga Kelly is leading the prosecution team. It is alleged that in 2022, while serving as Special Assistant for Homeland Security and Emergency Management, Mr. Mendiola authorized the transportation of several rental vehicles to Rota without making compensation to the SPN Car Rental Center, causing the government to have an outstanding debt of close to $61,000. Mr. Mizutani, while lieutenant of the Department of Fire and Emergency Services, and Mr. De La Cruz, the then acting special assistant for HSEM, are also alleged to have aided in the transportation of at least one of these vehicles to Rota. All three have pled not guilty to the charges of misconduct in public office. Mr. Mendiola.
At this time, I just really want to face this trial and, get my name cleared. I feel that, it's important that we, leave this to the process and make sure that, we don't hurt this case anymore than, having to face this. I can say that, this case has brought a little of, shame to the family, and that's, one of the things that's kind of, disturbing of this case. But again, I remain, not guilty, and we're going to face this case as we proceed. Thank you.
A status conference for all three of the accused is set for October the 15th. Earlier, at 5 p.m. this evening, an assembly of souls at the Carolinian Utt in Garapan lead to a freedom walk and a service by the Field of Heroes at American Memorial Park. Public safety officers will be joining the procession. DPS Commissioner Anthony Marianas.
The role of the Department of Safety is to recognize the officers that were involved in the 9/11 back on September 11, 2001. Is to honor them and remember them for their heroism in the time when U.S. was attacked by terrorists. Here in the CNMI, we continue to carry this tradition, and we continue to honor those officers that perished during the 9/11, and to continue to stand steadfast, to continue to be more vigilant in dealing with crisis in what they occurred. I do remember back then when that thing happened, I was working a night shift when that thing occurred. So I'll never forget that day. There was an incident happening up at the airport, and the late Commissioner Charles Ingram did call for assistance. So when we came up there, we were told that U.S. got attacked by terrorists. They hit the Twin Towers in New York City.
Fred Sato, Public Information Officer.
We just also want to acknowledge the family members of the individuals that lost their lives during that, and also our armed forces, their families as well, for those that made the ultimate sacrifice. It's still fresh in our minds, regardless of how many years it's been. We still think about that day.
Coming up, who says auditors are boring? The APIPA conference on the Saipan. And in Garapan, the march to the beat of a different drummer has begun. Stay tuned and In Rhythm next.
Trust between service provider and customer is important because it forms the foundation for a long-term positive relationship. Trust influences everything from customer satisfaction to loyalty to community relationships.
Customers provide feedback on the services they receive from us, and their experience is our success.
I recommend Docomo Pacific to a lot of people, especially if you game. If you're like me, who live basically around the internet, they really, Docomo does really care for those who are their customers.
Honestly, from where I work at, I'm a customer service, and customer service is big for me, and they meet our expectations.
One of the positives of being a Docomo customer is the service. For us as a restaurant, we focus a lot on customer service, and it's nice to see, Docomo doing the same thing.
It's clear that they've been working to deliver more value for local businesses like ours. When their internet works consistently, it fades into the background, and that's how it should be.
It's happened. The gold mine of McDonald's chicken has been struck. Added to your snack wrap and McCrispy and made for dipping. It's special edition gold sauce.
At Marianas Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
I love Marianas coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Welcome back. You're watching the Monday night edition of the Channel 2 News. A week-long conference attended by the Association of Pacific Island Public Auditors ended in a party on Friday night. And if the walls could talk? I know you think that we're going to show you images of hundreds of accountants from all across the Pacific partying like it's 1999. But no, this is 2025 and people have work to do. 4 conference rooms at the World Resort are filled with attendees. We could call them, yes, an association of auditors, but we could also call them, say, an accoutrement of accountants or a nomination of number runners, or is it wrong to call them a matriculation of mathematicians?
My name is Amatsanga Aloy.
Wow, and you are from where?
American Samoa.
And what are you doing here in Saipan?
I'm one of the auditors, and I'm participating in the 36th annual APIPA conference.
And what is APIPA conference?
It's the conference for all the auditors in the Pacific. So it stands for the Association of Pacific Islands Public Auditors. So we have trainings. We all have tracks that we want to. It's either investigation, performance audit. So you pick your track. So we get to learn more from the wonderful CPAs and the opportunity to learn from experts on how we can better do our job as auditors and help us to improve our skills.
Amatunga is a first-time APIPA attendee and her first time in Saipan.
Yes, exactly the same, which is why I think we're very similar. Culture-wise too, very friendly, they're all nice and smiley, and I feel at home. But like I said, they're a lot more developed than back home. Like taller buildings, and you see a lot of the Koreans, like a lot of the tourism, whereas back home you see a lot of locals.
Attendees at this conference come from Samoa, the Marshall Islands, Palau, Chuuk, Guam, and Layla Staffler.
There's definitely over 300 people here from all over Micronesia, and this conference is sponsored by the Office of the Interior through the Graduate School of America, I believe that's the name, Graduate School. And basically it's an annual conference that brings people from all over Micronesia to learn about auditing principles, government finance, like fraud and how to detect fraud and things like that. It's a really great learning experience. We are here to learn about really important topics such as how to detect fraud and what to do when we have fraud in the work that we do as auditors. I am not an auditor, but I am a fiduciary, and I feel like this kind of learning experience is something that every government official, every director, or anybody who is a fiduciary should understand more deeply, because everything we do in the public office, spending public money, is so important to make sure that we are following the guidelines and rules that are there to protect people's interests, so that we're serving the community and protecting the money that is being collected in taxes so that it's being used appropriately.
According to instructors, there is the possibility of fraud in every sector of government operations. It is the job of the Office of Public Auditors to uncover enough evidence to present to a district attorney in order to prove a case.
The public auditor, they review and they do the investigations, and then they take their evidence and they give it to the Attorney General's office. And it is the Attorney General's office who is now in charge of, or not now, but who is the office that's supposed to prosecute and really take those cases all the way to the end. Every person has a role to play in detecting and preventing fraud, and I'm just one person in the line of trying to do that, and I just hope and encourage the community who also might observe or be a witness to, of course, make those reports. You can always write or email OPA if you have information about any kind of fraud in the Marianas.
Just so you know, Ms. Layla Staffler does refer to herself as something of a nerd, and to reflect that image, she wears a Princess Leia haircut in order to blend in. You're looking good, Layla. Henry David Thoreau, in his noted treatise on Walden Pond, said, "If a man does not keep pace with his companions, perhaps it is because he hears a different drummer. Let him step to the music which he hears, however measured or far away." And so it is with the case of the new and different drummer playing with the Gigolos at Godfathers in Garapan. For over 14 years, Bode Talasig was the backbeat drummer for the group at Godfathers. He called Saipan his home. But early this week, he paradiddled his way back to his original home in the Philippines, leaving a rhythmic hole in the universe. And like Thoreau may have said, if there is a hole in the band, it must be filled with a different drummer. Welcome, Neil Alvarez.
I've been playing for I would say a couple decades now.
A couple of decades?
Yeah. I was playing since I was 7 years old. Yeah.
Are you local or are you from Saipan?
I'm from Philippines, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was my dad that's a musician, and then I grew up with him, and I grew up with the bandmates.
Neil has been on Saipan for 6 years and works also as a tattoo artist. Thursday was the first night Jazz, Jerry, Eli, and Romel and the Gigolos began their dance to the beat of a different drummer. And on Saturday night, everyone was dancing. Things bode well for the Gigolos, and bode still Gigolos well. Till we meet again, my friend. Coming up in sports, the sport of travel visits the home of our next Pacific Games, French Polynesia. Mais oui, s'il vous plaît, regardez and sweet.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style. Premium office space available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Upgrade your work-life balance and enjoy a distinctive blend of location and nature with open spaces and ocean views. It's the perfect place for creative professionals who want real results. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
I got big dreams since like baby. I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team. Jumping off of buildings used to be so stimulating. Now I'm reaching new heights. I'ma need the off-whites. Play with the fire, you get burned. All of my struggles became lessons well learned. I got his eyes that keep me grounded, that's for sure. Cause one day we gon' make it out this earth. Where's your worth?
The king is back like prodigal. I've been gone. I gave him time, it's been too long. Politic, if I want it, I'ma get mine. Never fake the funk, can't perform for your empire. Snatch him out the throne, make them all fall in line. I let the clock tick, count down, cause I'm the headline, the deadline. Big time. I'm ahead time, the rare kind. Big time. I'm a living legend, lethal weapon, mastermind. Big time.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas, sports fans! Tonight in the sport of travel, we begin a series of stories from the South Pacific, home and host of our next Pacific Games. Our Chris Nelson, he reports from French Polynesia.
When you see the Southern Cross for the first time, you understand now why you came this way. 'Cause the truth you might be running from is so small, but it's as big as the promise of the coming day. So I'm sailing for tomorrow, my dreams are dying, and my love is an anchor tied to you, tied with a silver chain. I have my ship and all the flags are
east to west, navigating across the Pacific, you start with Micronesia, which means small, then Melanesia, which means black, and then Polynesia, which means many. Yorana is hello in French Polynesia. Territory is divided into 5 archipelagos spread out far and wide. It's stunningly beautiful, and even though you're prepared for it or think you are, it still makes your jaw drop. The Society Islands are the largest archipelago and split into 2 groups. The Windward Islands include Tahiti and its nearby neighbor Moorea, and the Leeward Islands, which include Bora Bora, Huahine, Raiatea, and Taha'a. Air Tahiti Nui has service twice a week from Tokyo, and you'll land at Fa, the international airport on Tahiti. The aircraft stairs bring you down to sea level, and the air gently envelops you with the warmth and hospitality of the islands. Some people just say, man, it is hot. The soft sound of music welcomes those coming home or those coming for a visit. The island here has a ringed road that can quickly get you up to some black sand beaches with waves aplenty. It's a friendly place to surf, and locals seem happy to share in their warm, clear, and consistent good fortune. Sports are big here, and my friend Jillian is an aspiring professional tennis player who trains here as well as in France and Australia.
Surfing, hiking. I mean, look at the place, it's so nice.
It's Sunday, and we start with a traditional Tahitian breakfast, and we make sure to book a table by the window.
We have like kind of crispy pork with a kind of beignet, we call it firi firi, and the pork we call it pua roti. That's the name in Tahitian.
Jillian's dad came here from Paris 3 decades ago and said, "This is good." Jillian's mom said oui, and now they are living pretty happily. After some early morning training, we go for a surf and a sunset hike. Moorea is an atoll close by, and from up here, Charles Darwin once stood and, seeing the fringing coral reef, described the island as a picture in a frame. Our unmanned aerial vehicle gives us a nice sunset shot. Sunsets go pretty quickly near the equator, not much time to fool around. In 2027, Tahiti will host the next Pacific Games with athletes coming from nearby Fiji and Samoa and faraway places like Papua New Guinea, Vanuatu, and the Mariana Islands. Passion runs deep here. Papaete is a gathering place for our group. We've come to set sail.
When you see the Southern Cross for the first time, you understand now why you came this way. 'Cause the truth you might be running.
Beautiful, Chris. The series will continue both above and below the water.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass, and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight, there's a 50% chance of isolated showers with some mild breezes and low temperatures of around 77 degrees. Tomorrow, Tuesday, will continue to be wet with a 40% chance of isolated rainfall with high temperatures of around 87 degrees and dropping down to 77 after sundown. The sun has set tonight at 6:19 p.m. and will rise again tomorrow at 6:06 a.m., just about the time that the public auditors from American Samoa, now back home, will awaken to charge their computers in order to beat a drum for justice, and do so with a smile. And I will see you in the water or on the land. Well, that is news, travel, and weather. We'll see you all again on Wednesday.